What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, creator of the Outright Bar, and Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com. And my boobs are on fire. Check it out, guys. So the Game Changers movie, it's got everybody talking about veganism and plant-based protein and whey protein and killing animals and rainforests and a whole bunch of crazy stuff, man. I think everybody's going vegan. I do. My dog went vegan. I went to go give him a steak. He's like, "I don't want that steak. I want some vegetables." And I said, "Ruckus, dogs are canines and they are carnivores." He's like, "Ruh?" So I get asked all the time, which is better, plant-based protein or animal-based protein? So I'm going to go into a couple different scenarios, a couple different reasons why plant-based might be good and why animal-based, like whey protein or beef or chicken or egg, might be better or is scientifically better. But who cares about that stuff, right? So first off, I'd like to make a disclaimer. While everybody in the Game Changers movie, everybody behind it, from Arnold Schwarzenegger to James Cameron, has a financial interest in something vegan, be it pea protein or whatever, or just making money on a slanted documentary, I actually have interest in both. I have one of the top selling whey proteins on the market, an MTS Whey, and I have the hottest plant-based protein on the market, Planta, which utilizes brown rice protein and pea protein, and is delicious and is best in class and is the fastest growing plant-based protein on the market. So I'm making money no matter what y'all decide to do. So it's not like I'm making money one way and not the other. It's not like I'm making more money one way and not the other. I'm making money both ways. If you want to buy plant protein, buy Planta. If you want to buy whey protein, buy MTS Whey. So I'm good. So this is going to be a real review of which is better. I'm going to go over biological value. I'm going to go over some other things. And I'm going to go over why I use both. And why I use both might piss people off. And that's okay. Because pissing people off is kind of what I do online. So let me tell you about plant-based proteins. So plant-based proteins have a biological value of anywhere between 40 and 60. It's pretty low. When you combine multiple sources of plant-based protein like brown rice and beans, like beans and rice, or like brown rice and pea or whatever, it makes up for the fact that certain proteins might be incomplete. Plant protein isn't always complete, which means it doesn't contain all of the essential amino acids, right? So when it doesn't contain all the essential and non-essential amino acids, it is not a complete protein. When you combine multiple sources, it usually forms a complete protein, like, again, beans and rice, or pea protein and rice protein, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, animal proteins are 100 and close to that, right? Very high biological value, very complete protein. For example, when they made the biological value chart, the highest biological value food was the egg. So they gave that a basic reading of 100, which means it is the most biological value protein. Until, of course, they discovered whey protein, which has a biological value ranging anywhere from 107 to 150. Whereas casein, I believe, don't quote me on this, is around 80. Beef, fish, and all that stuff is around 75. All right, so you get the gist. Biological value means how much of the protein your body can actually use for its intended purpose, which is regrowth, repair, all the beautiful things that protein does. Okay, so basically, the higher the biological value, the more potent the protein is. Okay, so let's go into plant-based protein. Is there a reason to drink plant-based protein? Well, yes, if you're vegan and you want to eat what has been shown in data and literature to be superior for athletic performance, recovery, and all that good stuff, you want to get a gram of protein per pound of body weight. Is that a little high? Maybe. But you're covering all your bases and you're making sure that you don't undershoot it. By being at a gram per pound, you know that even though it's probably more around 0.6 to 0.8, you have a little bit extra. What happens, the extra protein you eat that isn't utilized for all those beautiful functions I just said protein did? Well, it's simply converted to carbohydrate via gluconeogenesis. So it's not a big deal. So you got a couple extra grams of protein floating around being converted to carbohydrate. No big deal. All right, so plant-based protein is necessary for vegans. I believe all vegans should take something like Planta because look at the macronutrients, man. It only has 2 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. So if your normal meal is gonna be extremely carb heavy, or if you're eating like avocado, extremely fat heavy, you don't get many protein heavy vegan foods. There are protein vegan foods, but they aren't that plentiful. It's not that variety, right? So I think you should supplement with protein to make sure you get enough. Now, if you're an animal eating person like myself, why would I take Planta? I'm a simple man. I just did a video for my Instagram about Planta protein. What I do is every day I make a plant-based shake. I put almond milk in it. I put spinach, a ton of spinach in it, and I put Planta in it, and it tastes wonderful. This protein, Planta, tastes better mixed with vegetables than any other protein, including my whey proteins I've ever had. It's just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Amazing. It's great. And it's bulking season, so it's time to just have protein. But no, I like the variety too. It gives you a slightly different amino acid. And you look at the biological value of plant protein, the beauty of what we did with Planta is we added in 1 gram of sun BCAA, which is isoleucine, leucine, and valine. One of the downsides to not getting enough leucine, which a lot of plant-based proteins don't have, is your body doesn't have as good of a muscle protein synthesis response, which is what you're looking for when you intake protein. Now, what the vegan proteins lack is leucine. So by adding in the BCAA, we're giving you that leucine, isoleucine, and valine to get your mTOR and your muscle protein synthesis higher. So you're getting the benefits of an animal protein while drinking a plant-based protein, okay? So my diet, I went over this in a video a little bit ago or on a tweet or something on social media. My diet is based on my schedule, which is shit. Now, I wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, and what I do is I come in and I'll have my breakfast, okay, after I do my cardio, and I normally don't eat right when I wake up. I eat around 8 o'clock after I take the kids to the bus stop, right? I'll usually have 2 whole eggs, pasture-raised eggs. I love the pasture-raised stuff. There's a difference when chickens are running around doing what chickens do, eating worms, getting sunlight. It's just a better nutrient. They get more DHA, EPA in their system. It's a better egg. If you're I'm only eating 2 eggs a day so I can afford the cost difference. And 2 pieces of toast, either Ezekiel or Dave's Killer Bread. I really like that stuff lately. During the day, I'll have that plant shake I told you about, a scoop of Planta, spinach, and almond milk. But I'll also have between 4 to 6 scoops of MTS Whey made into a sludge over the day. I mean, I don't have what once. Usually 1 to 2 scoops, 2 to 3 times a day, or 3 to 4 times a day, of MTS Whey in a frozen banana or blueberries, whatever. I make it into a sludge. And I'll have between 6 and 10 outright bars. I eat a lot of outright bars. It's my thing. So once I'm done with, that's my diet. And then for dinner or my second whole food meal, I'll either have grass-fed beef made into a burger patty with vegetables or wild salmon with vegetables. Pretty simple. My carbs pretty much come from outright bars, fruits, and veggies. Throw in bananas, whatever. I like veggies, right? So that's my diet. Now, why would I eat plant protein? Again, I like the taste and I like the variety of amino acids. Now, for you other people who are not plant-based, will plant-based protein help you? Probably not. But if you're one of those people looking at the environment, and I'm not gonna really make a claim either way because carnivores and vegans will get pissed at me, and I'm tired of making everybody mad. Okay, for example, Katie just went to the store and bought bananas. It says product of Ecuador. I want to know the carbon footprint y'all motherfuckers got when you flew that banana by plane, trains, and automobile to get it over here. You're always talking about cow farts and polluting the earth, and I don't know those things. Like, my job here is to talk about nutrition. The effect on global warming, climate change, acid rain, ozone layer, whatever the flavor of the month is this year, that's not my spot. I'm not an expert in that, but I will say that no matter how you eat, you're clearing fields, you're fucking up the earth in some way. So nobody's hands are free of blood. Pesticides for plants, clearing the fields, you're killing all the mice, taking away habitat. Like, yeah, you do more damage, but everybody's got blood on their hands. We're all killing something to eat. It is what it is. Now, are meat eaters killing more? Probably. So, from an altruistic standpoint, my thing is, if you're looking at it from an environmental standpoint, let's say you're like me, you drink, if I didn't have this scoop of Planta a day, instead of 4 scoops of MTS Whey, I'd have 6 or 5, right? So I'm actually reducing my carbon footprint if that was my thing. So that's one argument that people, for example, Meatless Monday was a big thing for vegans until they decided to call everybody, until they decided to call everybody murderers for even eating eggs. But, that was the thing. Like, Meatless Monday was brilliant because it's going to be hard to tell people to give up meat every day for the rest of their life. But just telling them to give up, like, Monday, that's fine because guess what? Nobody cares about Monday. All people care about is Taco Tuesday. Like, what the fuck's Monday? Might as well go Meatless Monday because you get to make up for it with Taco Tuesday. So my whole thing is, if you are not a vegan, there's no need to eat plant-based protein. But it can have its benefits, the ones I mentioned. Whether those benefits matter to you like they do to me, hey, that's your thing. Now, if you're a vegan, can you make gains? Since I worked at Weeder Publications in 1999 through 2004, I'll tell you this. I've always said it's quantity over quality. Remember that conversation we had about a gram per pound of body weight being a little much? Okay, so you're a plant-based eater. You weigh, you're vegan, so you're not gonna weigh 200 pounds. Let's say you weigh 120 pounds. If you get 120 grams of protein from plant-based protein, that's fine. Because even if the bioavailability is lower than whey or beef or chicken, you're still getting plenty of protein. Now, I will say for this, vegans, just be cautious of certain things. Make sure you're getting adequate B12. Make sure you're getting an algae source of DHA EPA. Try to get a gram of that shit per day, of the DHA EPA, because it's vital for brain health. Choline, if you can, supplement with choline. Other than that, vegans can be great. Is it an optimal form of dieting? No, in my opinion. In my opinion, humans are best when they're omnivorous, when they eat both plants and meat. Because the data I've seen, if you even look at the Game Changers movie data, doesn't show that meat kills. It shows that the more fruits and veggies you eat, the better you are. That's why you look at my diet, it's based on, Katie, I eat probably 6 or 7 bananas a day, don't I? I eat a lot of fucking bananas. Well, no, I make the sledges. I make about 5 sometimes. And then I also have 3 or 4. I don't know. Yeah. Yesterday when I was on the road, I ate a lot. And then I put strawberries on it today. Like, eat all the berries and fruits and veggies and broccoli and Brussels sprouts and all that zucchini. Eat all those you can. And when you do have a chance to eat meat, if you can afford it, buy the good shit. Buy the grass-fed, hormone-free shit. Buy the wild salmon, not the farm-caught salmon. You know what I mean? So just simple things like that. But other than that, man, that's my opinion on plant versus animal-based protein. What's your thoughts, man? Comment down below. I look forward to hearing from you. That's not a game. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look who I ran into in LA.
Good to meet you. I've been watching your videos a long time. Tell me about this protein bar.
So it's the Outright Bar, man. It's all natural ingredients, made with real food. None of that. You ever want to work out? You want just a little snack, a little bar before training, but you know the other bars might give you a gut bump.
Right.
This is something that doesn't have any prebiotic fiber, no glycerin, no sugar alcohols. It's whole, real food.
That is a tasty bar.
Really?
It's easy to eat. It's not too chewy. Normally eat something like this with a big ass glass of milk. That's good.
So it's like a cookie.
Really good. No, it's not good.
If you want, we also have want to try the almond butter one while we're here?
Love to.
All right, so
That's a badass bar.
This is made with almond butter, Steve.
That's a winner too.
Really?
He's badass. Good protein bars. Where can people find these?
Well, they can find it at any retail stores. You can find it at tigerfitness.com.
2 badass protein bars. So they get 2 double middle fingers up from Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line.